Last week we reported that friend and longtime co-worker James Kim had gone missing with his family. Since then, his family was found safe by their car, but after 7 days, James went looking for help. Shortly after recording this podcast, we got word that James was found and had passed on due to complications related to hypothermia. I just wanted to thank the entire Dig and Diggnation community for helping spread the word to find James. We really appreciate it. And he will be missed as a family man, a techie, and a friend. Our deepest sympathies go out to the Kim family. If you'd like to help out with a donation, the Kim family has set up a donation page at their website, jamesandkatie.com. Thanks a lot.
This week's edition of Diggnation is brought to you by Cashfly.com, WebEx, Microsoft's Zune,
and Poon. When you're tired of playing with your Zune, it's Poon time.
Welcome to Diggnation.
also potentially hazardous to your health.
All right, moving on. Why do you have flies in your freaking house? I noticed this earlier.
It's Southern California and I have fruit.
You put zombie and you put eerie in the title, and I don't want to do it. Diggnation.com.
Hello and welcome to Diggnation episode number 75, or 7-5er. I am Alex Albrecht.
And I'm Kevin Rose. Diggnation covers some of the weekly top stories, not everyone.
No.
There's too many to cover, really. So we pick a few and we cover them, and that's how we do things here.
That was covered concisely.
We've been drinking.
Yes, we have. Speaking of which, beers or bears. These are Negro Mandela, which we have had on the show before.
Yes, and I got to say thank you to Digital Gopher, who is actually the #1 submitter on Dig right now. I believe he's #1. He's fighting. Is he #1? Yeah. #1 right now.
Okay.
He came to one of our focus groups at Dig, which we want to invite more diggers to come out and do, and I'll tell you about that in a few weeks.
Yep.
But he came out and he brought these beers along, and
Cool.
he was like, hey, here's beer, do Diggnation.
Was he at the Rev 3 party?
Yes.
I met him at the Rev 3
Yeah,
party.
cool guy.
Totally.
Mhm.
Cool.
It's so crazy to actually meet these hardcore diggers, because they do completely different things than what you think they would do for like a living.
Oh, I thought you meant like when you met them, they'd be like, yeah, yeah, and you're like, whoa, that was so not what I thought you were going to do. I thought you were just going to come up and say, hi, it's nice to meet you. I'm Digital Gopher.
I mean, it was really crazy. it's just a trip to meet these guys, you know, but it's, and
Was he
girls.
like a banker or something?
And girls. I can't tell what he does, but he works at Chuck E. Cheese. I'm just kidding.
All right.
That would be funny.
He seems like a nice gopher.
Yes, thank you, Digital Gopher.
Yes. We're in Kevin's apartment.
Ah, yes.
Shasta McNasty. We are drinking, have been drinking, and will continue to drink.
Yeah,
after
it's
the show.
late, man. It's like
late.
9 p.m. or somewhere around
7,
there.
but all right. Well, let's party on, guards, shall we?
We gotta say this laptop.
Oh, yeah.
Thanks to Leah, who is Daniel Burka, who is the Dig Designer's lady friend, if you will.
Lady of the night.
What's that? He likes to have.
He likes to put it in her.
We're kidding. We're kidding.
I'm sure he does, but we're kidding.
Oh, that's just.
What was it I said last time? I was like, I'd like to plow her.
Okay.
She seems like a very nice girl.
Here's what she did. She actually had a really brilliant idea, and she said, I want a brand new MacBook. She's an attractive woman. She is a nice looking girl. And she thought, if I put on my blog that I want to buy a new MacBook, and I'm going to put company logos on the outside, maybe I can get them to pay for my notebook. So what she did,
Did they?
Yes. So she got this brand new MacBook Pro, and she got a bunch of logos on it. She put
Did we pay? Did you pay her?
No, she did it for free for us, which is cool.
right.
She put Dig on there, and she put Revision 3 on there, which is awesome.
Nice.
Laughing
Firefox.
Squid, Technorati, Zoomer.
Firefox.
Firefox is up on there. A bunch of ones that have kind of worn off a little bit. Squid Labs.
Ask.com.
Oh, there you go. But what's really weird is her homepage is ask.com. Who does that shit?
Dude,
Well,
maybe they gave her the majority of the money.
Yeah, but
I'd keep it on my freaking homepage if they were like,
do you know
I'll buy your
anybody that
laptop.
has a homepage? You don't.
I've never used
Ask.com?
Ask.com. I mean, I know what Ask.com is, but
It was right there.
does it work?
I'm glad they got rid of that butler.
Yeah.
He was just so
Well, that was
weird.
Ask Jeeves, right? They
Yeah.
didn't cut it off or whatever.
Who?
Is Jeeves?
Did you ever ask him a question? Mm-hmm. What'd you say?
What is? No, I never did.
I've
I don't
still
know.
never used.
I haven't tried it. I should just go and try because sometimes I feel like with Google, it's so much like it's just so being gamed. You know what I mean? Like it's always companies. Like when you type in Google and you like look for something, it's like let's say you're looking for like a printer or something like that. It's always people have these ways of getting their printer company site up. And it's just like
Yeah, but for niche things, it's really good.
yes,
You know?
yeah, most definitely.
It's always fun to look through somebody's notebook, though. Like, what is this squirrel shit she's got at the top? She's got acorns at the top of her page.
What is it? Chipmark?
Chipmark this page.
Chipmark?
Send this page to a friend.
Chipmark to a friend. Well, she had an image on the front web page, on her desktop. It was like hard drive and an image. And I told Kevin to open it, and he was like, wait for the show, wait for the show.
No, well, I just didn't want to open it because...
You should open
we open it?
Yeah, go for it.
I mean, you don't know what that is.
Dude, do it. It's going to be nothing.
Oh,
it's
it's
not
nothing.
Stupid.
Right.
Like it's gonna be something totally graphic and
That's what her
horrible,
and
like
Daniel
oh,
like.
well,
Oh,
that's
yes.
not okay. Firefox gone wild. First story: 4,473 people dug the story submitted by Patriots. Screenshot of the venerable Firefox browser when inundated with all possible extensions and add-ons. I didn't know you could put so much crap in Firefox.
Shite.
Look at that. I mean, it's like everything. I don't even know what half the shit is. Weather? What? London. It was 5 o'clock on 1500 London when she did that. He did it.
So basically, it's... I mean, you're seeing it on the video version, but there's about 8 levels of toolbars.
It's basically what happens when you go over to like your grandmother's house to fix her computer, and you're like, "What?" It was Kevin's voicemail. Kevin's voicemail, text mail. He didn't put it on.
I got it on Vibe.
Did it on Vibe? I don't think I have mine on Vibe now that I think about it. But it's like what happens when you go over there and you're like, oh yeah, I do because I'm smart. And you go over to your grandmother's house and she's got all this spyware and she has like like all these different like helper browser things,
dude.
and you're like, these don't help you anything.
What my parents will not use Firefox, although I've tried to switch the icons.
I'd switch
and stuff.
my parents. They did.
But
they love it.
I installed the Google toolbar into my dad's toolbar, and it's Yahoo. I'm just like, how the hell did it get to Yahoo?
Because he went to Yahoo's homepage once.
And then it was like, do you want to install it?
No, it didn't say that. It was just like, bro,
No,
don't look over here, Yahoo. It's called Yahoo. It just like sits up there. It just changes.
Google.
It's like the same font and color, and it just says Yahoo.
Yeah.
It's like, nothing happened. Don't look over here. Don't worry, we're being directed to the wrong page. It's all right.
They try shit like
There's
that.
so much stuff. First off, when was the last time anything like self-installed itself and you're like, hey, that's actually very useful. Like, what? You know what I mean? Like,
Never.
everything gets...
Never. It
are you
never
doing?
happened. Oh, Prager's.
No, Prager,
quit
stop.
that.
Stop.
He's doing a conference with Jay.
I know.
via-
Hi, Jay, but
via
tell
eyesight.
Prager to stop bugging us while we're working.
Right.
Anyway. You know what I mean? Like, when was the last time something popped up and you were like, oh, wow, that was actually good
Never.
functionality. I'm going to keep it in there.
Never.
Spyware.
Never happened.
Although none of this is spyware. This is all stuff that you install. Some sort of ping pong paddle.
What does a ping pong paddle do?
I don't know. Let me click on it. Oh, it's an image.
Anyway,
Good times.
so if you ever want to check out what it looks like to have your browser inundated with applications,
Yes.
there
If
you
you
go.
ever wanted to bend your browser over a table and make it your own, here's what it'll look like.
Next story, Optimus keyboard. We've talked about it before.
We've talked about it since wasn't that like in episode 2?
Yes, the Optimus 103 key keyboard demands a $1,200 price tag. Yes, you read that right. 1,591 people dug this story submitted by Pooley, and he just says in the description, you read that right.
What? I would love to go back and see.
Okay.
And I'm sorry, Joey, if you have to do this, but I would love to go back and see what we had said we would buy it for.
Here's the thing, though. It originally came out on a Russian site. It was translated into English. No idea where you can buy one. No
How
idea
much it'll be. Who
how
makes
much it'll
them.
be. Who makes them? But I don't care. I don't
Who
care.
gives a crap?
If it's like $500,
Maybe I'll buy it.
maybe.
For
but
50, we're on it.
Yeah, definitely.
So
Okay.
at $1,200, I mean, I understand it's OLED.
Right.
All the keys are programmable and customizable.
Yes.
But you know what? If there's a key that has the Firefox logo, and I push it and it launches Firefox,
That's really cool.
I can do that on my own computer. Like, what do I need a special keyboard? Granted, it's a cool keyboard, but $1,200?
Well, but gaming, I mean, just think of gaming. I mean, it's really,
No.
or like, Final Cut, you know what I mean? Or like Photoshop or anything
It's
that...
not worth $1,200 though.
Oh, fuck no. It's not worth half of that. You kidding me?
How much would you pay for this keyboard? Let's just throw it out there. Seriously, think about.
No, I'm thinking about it. I am thinking.
The pimpest keyboard.
I'm thinking about pimping. I'm thinking about it. I'm really thinking about it.
Think about the fact that like, how much money you have, and your
Versus-
girlfriend's like, take me out and shit, and she's always bugging you to fucking take her out.
God, steak, always steak.
What are you gonna spend the keyboard?
She would like the keyboard.
No, it
I
doesn't matter
believe.
whether she like it or not.
And you gotta weigh that in there. You gotta fold it in.
No. You buy it and you tell them that you spent $50 on it.
Oh, yeah.
Everybody's done that
I know.
shit.
No, I know.
Do you know how many times I bought in
know.
electronics? Do you remember? You don't remember, but I remember.
What?
Well, just
I don't
you buy
remember you
shit,
doing something.
You buy shit and you bring it home, and then it's like, how much you spend on that? And you're just like, $150.
$150. Don't check the receipt.
Right. Well, they don't know. So that,
I would say my number for the Optimus keyboard would be 100.
Oh, that's
Wait.
low. Keep
Low, but I'm not gonna buy it at 250. I'm not gonna buy
going.
it.
It's low. 200.
Yeah, so I was gonna go 199. Well, but then it's like
150.
Wii.
150.
Oh wait, the Wii's 250.
150. That's the perfect price point. Because then you're just like,
150 is pretty good.
Joey's saying no though.
Well, but the whole point is it's not your regular keyboard. I mean, that's
Right.
the bottom line. You would never.
Every key is programmable.
Yeah, yes, you would never spend $150 on a keyboard,
gotta
but
remember-
you may spend $150 on this keyboard.
You got to remember when you go into a game, in theory, if you have the right extension installed, your little like icons turn into little grenades and shit, depending
yes,
on what's
I
going
dig
on during
that
the
shit.
game.
That's hot right there.
Right. Anyway, it's not going to take off, and that's too bad.
$1,200 is just way too much.
Who's?
I
Somebody
can't
will buy it.
imagine. Well, people will buy it, but they'll make 5. You know, that's about it. Maybe a little more.
I don't know how many people would actually.
For $1,200,
Who
I mean,
has the money?
who has $1,200 to spend on a keyboard? Just that's it. All it does. It doesn't like do anything. It's
I bought a
keyboard.
mouse that had weights in it, and I thought it was ridiculous.
Well, I agree with that.
But it was the only one that was at Best Buy that felt good, and so I was like, eh. And it was like you had to push the weights in, like you slide them out. It was $50, whatever. Anyway,
I like my laser one. My
Mm-hmm.
laser mouse.
mine's laser too.
Yeah. It's good.
I don't know what that means, but it said laser on the package. So
Dude,
that-
anytime anything's done with lasers, I'm like, fuck yeah. What was that thing that was gonna be? That was like, oh, CPU with lasers? Fuck yeah. Laser CPU? Hell yeah.
that's right.
Laser car? Whatever. I'm on that. My
Doesn't
brake
matter.
lines, no liquid, it's just lasers. You know what I mean?
Something about the word.
Lasers.
Sexy.
Do you remember laser tag?
Oh, dude. Do I ever?
Fucking
Was-
love.
it was
Did you
just
get, I
stupid shit.
got the fucking
It
machine
was
gun thing.
stupid.
I love laser tag.
You know what sucked about laser tag? Everyone would do this. They cover their chest.
Yes, I know.
And then you'd be like, I'm shooting you. Don't cover your chest. And they're like, I'm not. And you're just like, oh. this
That's
is
when you get the helmets. You remember the helmets that you could wear?
Yes, and the socks.
What was the oh fucking Dan killed this when we were talking about laser tag the other day, and he was like, what was the knockoff of laser tag?
It was like Versatech.
Phaser something rather.
Prager had the cheap one. What was it?
Phaser?
There was always the cheap shit. Like, in everything. There was, you know, when you like, I had Transformers. And
Yeah,
I had like
GoBots.
3. And my neighbors were
GoBots.
like, GoBots are the shit. I'm like, no, your parents can't afford GoBots.
You're like, no, you're just a poor homeless kid who's a fucking master.
no, trust me, we were next door neighbors, so we were all in the same boat. But it wasn't
Dude,
like
Transformers were so much better than GoBots.
they
come
were.
on.
They
Oh,
were.
hell yeah!
But my neighbors were Mormon. And they had a big ass family. Like there was like 12 of them.
Yeah.
So they all had to do the GoBots route. They couldn't
Yeah.
do the Transformers route because it was just too expensive.
Yeah.
You know what I'm talking about.
Fuck yeah, I was there. I bought both. Do you remember Voltron? Fucking loved
yes,
Voltron.
best ever.
Fucking loved Voltron. They
Which-
should make
which
it. They're
cat
gonna
was
make
your
a live
favorite?
action.
Don't act like you know the cats from each other.
No. Everybody says the black one because it was the center, blah. But I wasn't a big fan because the toy black one was like retarded. It had like these giant elbows. It was like meow. You're like, that's not a cat. I'm gonna go with blue.
Oh fuck! I almost dropped your laptop.
You're like, ha, bang. Oh wait, this time my laptop.
Oh shit! Poor Leah.
So I'm gonna go blue.
Blue.
Yep.
I go red. He was always the first to strike.
No, I know, but he was the
He was
leader.
for the
That sucks.
sword.
No, I know, but you only
Was
want
it
that
the
'cause
head?
he's the
No, not
leader.
the head.
No, the head is the black.
No.
The black.
Yes,
He
right.
comes out of the black.
You're right.
Anyway.
All right.
Leet speak on the news. Very dangerous
Oh my
online
God.
code. 2,694 people dug the story submitted by iPhone. If only. Warning to parents. Your child may be using a very complicated and dangerous language called leet.
Oh, that's the best description ever.
Dude, This video is hysterical.
Start from the beginning. It's 2 minutes. Come on, we gotta play it on Diggnation.
Really?
Moving
Okay,
on
here we go.
now, if you do any online messaging, you know that some of the standard lingo is
Some of the standard lingo.
LOL or laugh out loud. That's an
Yeah.
example. But do you
Oh,
know
look
what
at Leet speak.
NIFOC means?
What is
Or
NIFOC?
how
I
about
know.
this?
Nifok?
Or especially
Need information
this?
for
Well,
oncoming
teenagers
cars.
know what all this
For,
means.
sure do.
for
And
avoiding
it's part of
cock.
a complicated and experts warn potentially dangerous code designed to keep parents in the dark.
Look at these guys.
TV's
They're
Heather
dead
Pitt
serious.
I know they're
explains
like,
how to
this is
crack
very
the
dangerous.
code
No,
to
the
protect
best is
your
this
children.
guy. Hold on.
You, it's
Oh, no, don't skip the screwdriver.
Yeah, sorry.
Parent alert.
Look at
Do you use any of these?
16-year-old Niles Geron
this
uses
guy's
leet speak,
hysterical.
a type of
Niles
online
Geron.
lingo that's growing in
I love the
popularity
reporting.
with teens.
16-year-old
All my friends use
Niles
it.
Wait,
Geron.
listen to what he says.
Why parents will be worried, just because it can lead to danger.
It could
That's
lead to
exactly
danger.
why internet safety
Leet speak
experts are
could
sounding
lead to
a warning.
danger.
The language is morphing into a dangerous dialect, foreign to
Dude,
parents.
the best part is this
Scott
guy.
Dawson is a cyber
this
detective.
guy.
with
He's
the
a
Westerville
cyber
Police
detective.
Department.
This gives criminals,
Criminals use
kids,
it, kids use it.
whomever.
Look at he's
another
got a
way to
program that
communicate,
translates leet speak because God
covertly
forbid
with
he doesn't
one
know what
another.
they're saying.
Cannot figure it
Parents may be
out.
Catching on to what the kids
This
are
is such
saying.
bullshit.
I mean,
The
it's just
underground culture
numbers
of
in
starting
place
to
of
seep into
letters,
teen
and then
conversations has been around for a while.
Leet is a type of computer language that was first used by hackers in online games.
It's used by
To
hackers.
kind of covertly communicate with one another.
Leet
it's
is
used
short
by my
for
little
leet.
sister. It's not used by fucking
English.
hackers.
Computer
Wow,
users.
a 3
The language
is an
replaces
E.
letters
It's not
with
like this is
numbers and
some like
symbols. A 3,
cryptic.
for example,
Oh, shit.
represents T.
called
I love that.
With
A
four,
3,
and so
for
on.
example, is
There are
represented
online
by
dictionaries
an
and
E.
translators to help parents
Wait,
decipher some of the
Wikipedia has it
information.
actually.
Experts say if you don't
Oh,
know
if there's a
leet speak,
Wikipedia entry,
you'll
then
be in the
you know,
dark.
terrorists.
Well, they're in the
are-
dark.
It
They
seems
fade it
like
out.
every
You might be
day
in the
something
dark,
new's
and they
popping
fade it
up
out.
with the internet, but
All
I can read
parents.
that.
Yeah, I mean,
Hey,
something
my
you really
parents.
have to
It's
focus on and stay on top
God.
of.
All parents should
This-
download the leet speak translator.
Niles' mom
Look at it,
Rosanna
she's
was
touching
shocked
her.
to learn how creative
What is,
and
what are you trying to
cryptic
say there,
leet speak has
Billy?
become. She says she trusts her teen, but still checks in with him all the time
Is that his
when he's
mom? She's kinda
online.
hot.
Her advice?
Kevin, you're
Get
drunk.
involved with your child and
She's not
try
bad.
to stay, you
No,
know,
but
stay in the loop of what's going on. It moves really fast.
Heather Pick 10 TV, Eyewitness News.
All right. So
wow.
the takeaway from this is
Parents are idiots.
parents are. I mean, if you can't look at the screen and see that like
Yeah.
a number was substituted for a
Dude,
letter, it's
you
like,
know what? It's even easier than those fucking 3D things. We have to close. You have to like stupid up your eyes for a bit, and then you see like a whale
Those are a
coming
bitch
at.
too.
Those fucking suck.
Dude,
Did you
they've
ever,
gotten
were you
better.
ever
Have you seen the
able to
new
do
ones?
That? No.
Oh, dude, the new ones are insane.
Can you do that? I had to do this. Ready? I had to go like this. I had to look like way off, like I'm looking at the camera,
And
go
then
like this.
slowly raise it. But oh, dude, I could do it just by just.
Dude, I know some people could. They'd be like, "Oh, look, it's fucking."
Have you seen the new
mermaid
ones?
on a sea whale? What?
The new ones are like more dimension to
Jesus,
it.
Kevin, that was horrible. Fucking
Sorry,
hell.
I belched. There was some small.
Holy shit.
I had sushi.
Oh, weasels died in your mouth. And then they came back out like, what the fuck happened?
All right, so leet speak. It's dangerous, and if your parents out there, pay attention.
Seriously. They could cause confusion.
Next
That could lead to death.
story, very important story. How to make fingerprints. 1,643 people dug the story. Submitted
Give me another
by
beer.
Wager.
Give me another beer.
It's down right down here.
It's by your feet.
This is an interesting story, and the subject goes like
opener,
this:
give me the
simple
opener.
instructions on how to copy and fake fingerprints. So, have you heard about this at all?
Me, personally? No.
So, basically, what this is that if you touch, let's say, a beer bottle,
Oh shit, I just did.
You leave your fingerprints on there.
Oh, okay. All right, I
And
see where you're going.
What you do next is you take. It's basically step-by-step instructions on how to dust the fingerprint, discover it, and then use like a super glue that peels off the print. And then what you do is you can scan the image into your computer, so you actually have the fingerprint on the computer.
That seems really complicated.
And then you make a mold that you actually use the image on a transparency slide, which was like what you use an overhead projector.
Yeah, I know what that is.
And with your laser printer, you can take the toner foam forms onto the wood glue.
At the end of the day, you're like, what the fuck am I doing? This takes more mastery than fucking whittling his finger from wood.
It's so true.
You have to open up the toner, then the
Honest
toner
to God, you might
reacts
as well
chemically with
just
the thing.
cut your finger into a new pattern because what the fuck are they talking about here? I read the story and going into it, I was going to be like, all right. I'm going to explain.
Clinical.
I'm going to explain how this works. At the end of the day, by like step 7, I'm just like, fuck me, this seems complicated.
Anything that involves wood glue. You know what I mean? Like, when was the last time you used wood glue? You know what I mean?
Quite a bit, actually.
All right, well, when was the last time a normal person used wood glue?
So, at the end of the day...
So you cover the dummy with wood glue? What the fuck
No.
is this?
You come out with what's like a dried fingerprint that you can actually attach to your own finger. And supposedly...
All right, now I'm not going to lie to you. That's fucking cool.
Supposedly...
Right?
I mean, look at this last picture here.
I
Look
see
at
him.
that.
He's like...
He can walk around. He can touch shit. Like, basically, I could steal Prager's fingerprints. I could commit a crime, and Prager would go to jail for some child thing.
What crime would you commit?
I'm just kidding. Let's get that out there.
You're like, I'm just kidding. I wouldn't hurt children.
No.
I wouldn't hurt a children any day.
But it's interesting, though, because I've heard of people actually being able to take their fingerprints, transpose them onto a set of fingers, and then like use like fingerprint scanners.
Yeah.
And like get access to you know those IBM ThinkPads where you can kind of swipe your finger.
Oh, like this where they have like that ball and you're like.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah,
it's like, a bar.
It's not a ball. It's a bar. Yeah,
it's a bar. Bar ball, same thing.
Anyway.
So we're getting sushi tonight, or are we getting
whatever you want?
Burritos.
Not burritos, man. Let's go get some sushi.
All right. Where's
or
Joe?
Indian food?
Where's Joe? Joe's got to come back.
Oh, I know he's in New York.
We miss you, Joe.
I know we do miss you, Joe. Anyway.
BurritoBot will live forever.
BurritoBot.com, little spike.
So that's interesting.
Yes.
About the fingerprinting.
So that's something different that we haven't talked about before. But, you know, it's like if you're going to go to that much trouble, more power to you, right?
Well, first off,
if somebody
you're
stole
up to
my
some
fingerprints,
shady fucking shit if you're doing
right.
all that, and then you're like, I'm just going out to dinner and I didn't want anybody to know where I was. It's like, no, you're gonna go kill somebody with a fork, and I'm gonna go to jail because you're like, what? My fingers are wood glue.
But if somebody steals my fingers, like.
Dude, what are you doing? Those are my fingers.
But fucking, like, more power to you, man.
No.
Come on.
No.
Come on.
Dude.
As long as you get off, like, let's just say.
Okay.
Where
did that come from?
Let's just say, like, you know, you get off the hook, right? And somebody's like, they stole your fingers, sir. You're just like, fucking, that's cool.
First off, I hope that they would say something more concise than they stole your fingers, sir. But let's say they did steal my fingers in the way in which we're now talking. I don't say more power to them. I don't say that.
Oh, come on.
You know why? Because this isn't like, oh, I stole your fingers and downloaded a bootleg copy of Office. This is like I stole your fingers and raped 4 children, killed a bus driver, and then went crazy in downtown Manhattan. You know what I mean?
It hasn't happened yet.
Well... Let's just thank the Lord above.
I'm scared now. This kind of scares me. When we go to our live Diggnation shoots, we gotta kind of wipe down our glasses.
And everybody be like, "Hi, how are you?" You're like, "Stop stealing my fingers." Well, hopefully they won't take them all the way to the bank. All right, how to fake a fingerprint. Glad we told criminals how to do that. Next story: Get me out of this job. 6,300 people dug the story submitted by Geek Capital. If this post reaches the homepage of Dig, I will tell my boss what I honestly think about her and that I quit. How she looks, sounds, and laughs like a man. And go to the pub. This guy literally said...
If the story makes the front page, he's going to quit his job.
If the story makes the front page, I'm going to quit my job. Well, clearly it did. I mean, I think this guy it was a cry for help. He said, get me out of this job.
But, you know, every once in a while... That's okay on Dig. You know, it's like there's certain people out there that just need a way to outlet. And I'm not saying everybody should do it, but Amar's killing me right now.
Or start. But all I'm saying is this is an awesome idea. Because I want to know the follow-up. You know what I mean? Like if you're Jim, Bob, let us know the follow-up.
Yeah, let us know what happened.
I want to know that you did go in and say, F you, job, I'm gone. You should hire him at Dig.
No.
All right, well, I'm just saying you could.
But I'll quit Dig if I can get this over. Yeah, that's not gonna happen.
I don't know. I saw a couple posts. They were immediately taken from down from Dig. So basically, he said, work Thursday morning, weekend nearly here. I can't be bothered to do any work. What job did this guy have? He's like, I was a coroner. And that's weird. Didn't have time for breakfast on the way out. Winter's weather's banging on my door. This sounds like a British guy. This morning I came into work, find it hard to be blah, 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 bitch.
He's just bitching.
He's just bitching. It's good because he clearly doesn't like it. But I have a deal for the Dig users. I will tell my boss where to get off, maybe some sort of bus stop, and what I actually think of her, the way she loses, whatever, blah, blah, blah. I'm totally like asleep by my own reading.
He said he's going to post a video.
Most people won't take this post serious, but if this post reaches the homepage of Dig, I will tell my boss what I honestly think about her and quit and go to the pub. Happy digging. Due to popular demand, I may even post a video.
Is that mine, Prager?
What are you talking about?
He's installing Microsoft Office. That better not be mine. Is that mine?
No.
I don't know what that is.
I only have 4 serial numbers.
Do your show.
All right. Prager pirates my shit all the time, man. I buy certain shit and he steals it.
Dude, that's what Prager's are for. So the bottom line is, hopefully this guy quit his job. Yes. But I don't know. I mean, I feel good about it, but I feel
233 comments on his blog. He's stoked.
Woo! He's stoked. I feel good about the fact that that happened to him. You know what I mean? But I also feel like I get it. That sucks.
You know what? This is awesome. This is what it's all about, right? Because, well, no, seriously. Think about this for a second.
Tell me.
This guy.
Teach me. Preach me, baby.
All I'm saying is, like, you know, he wanted an outlet to be heard by the community, right? He's like, where can I go to freaking just, like, you know, get my voice heard? And all of a sudden, 233 comments, dude. People are like, quit your job. Come on, that's right. Even though we don't know how good a job he had. His wife could be pissed.
He's like, honey, I can't. The internet told me to do it.
The Dig users, they dug it, and there's 2,000 people, and she's like, you have no money.
Where my baby's gonna feed? I don't know, the pub. With me?
It could be a bad thing. Never mind what I just said.
No, stand by it.
No. There's certain things you stand by, and this one is just like, he's out of a job now, and his wife's probably pissed.
Well, you know what, but fuck. You know what I mean?
Yeah. But fuck.
Maybe he didn't want the job. Maybe this was his way of you know what? He didn't want the job. This was his way of getting out of the job by able to go home and go, hey, honey, fuck that job, and then all the Dig people. See?
Oh, man.
What?
I had a really hard thing happen the other day. I don't
what? What happened? No, what happened?
I don't want to talk about
No, what happened? What happened? Now I'm intrigued. What happened?
I was at this conference, right?
Yeah.
In this, no, I don't want to talk about it.
Dude, what happened? I'm intrigued. Go.
It's just bad.
What happened? Somebody came up to you in a conference?
Yes, somebody came up to me and they were like, hey, I got this idea for a website.
Okay.
And it's like, fuck. You know what I mean?
Was it a good idea or bad idea?
No, it was terrible.
Was that the whole point?
Well,
it was terrible and you were like, dude, don't.
Right. No, I didn't know what to say. He was
You
like,
said,
what do you
"Awesome,
say?
Good luck."
No, is that what you say?
No, I'm wondering what you said.
The idea, should I tell you the idea?
Yeah.
Because he definitely doesn't watch podcasts, so I know I'm safe
that's
there.
Good.
But the idea was to create a virtual mall.
Okay.
In that you can click onto stores and like actually go into the store and see the products.
It's not horrible. I wouldn't go to it, but it's not horrible.
But it's been tried so many times before, so I was like, what do I say, you know?
Yeah, what did you say?
I don't know. I was just like...
No, you know, what did you say?
Honestly, I was just like, it's cool. And I was just, yeah. You don't know what to say. This is a prime example of like, what do you say during times like this? When people want to quit their jobs or somebody wants to start something new? It's like...
It's hard because you don't want to squash hope.
Well, the thing is...
But you also don't want to squash... Stupid hope.
Right, exactly. The thing is, you got to just kind of keep it real and just be like, okay, dude, this has been... I told him, you know, I said, I've seen this a couple times before.
That's
some of the websites have been out there.
Good.
And because he was like, oh, it'll be virtual. And I'm like, I haven't heard virtual since like 2001.
Yeah, no, virtual's been dead for a while.
So it's kind of one of those things where, I don't know. But, you know, hopefully the best... I just love the fact that he wants to try something new. That's what's encouraging more than anything else.
That's definitely encouraging.
But this
Oh,
guy,
speaking of which,
did he say what he wanted to go on and do, or what
Nope.
kind of job you wanted to have?
Nope.
Or just kind of that was the end of it.
Yep. He was like, I want to quit my job. Please let me quit my job.
So he's drunk right now, and we have no update.
Yeah.
Yes.
Although we should totally call him. I wish we had his number. When you do this, oh, this is horrible. You can't say that. You can't do.
No, one of the things I was going to say, let me just throw this out there to everyone.
Yeah.
We have this email address, dignationfans@gmail.com.
Yeah.
Where we take all the viewers' emails
yeah.
stuff like that. We haven't talked about this yet, but I was thinking like, you know.
Wait. We haven't talked about it yet, and you're now going to announce it on Diggnation?
I'm just saying, like, if users have their emails and they want to send an audio email, let's encourage those as well. Like if they just want us to be like, hey, Kevin, Alex, blah blah blah, like an audio.wave file or .mp3.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean?
I guess that makes sense.
I mean, it's pretty straightforward. Same thing.
Sure.
So if you have any audio emails or you want to send us like like hey whatever, send them .mp3.wave and we'll play them on the show.
It's like the fucking it's like Xbox Live. Do you remember back in the day when we announced our Xbox Live gamer tags?
Yes, and I changed mine.
Yeah, but we got flooded. Well, I just sort of one day, actually it was from Gears of War. I was like, you know what? I'm just gonna accept everybody. Let's just do it. You ready? Party. Let's party. And I've been playing.
How was it?
It's awesome,
dude.
I've been playing Gears with all these people that are like,
"What's
"What's up?" And then I feel bad though because this guy E Spider Monkey, who was one of my friends from way back. Every time I play Gears of War, he'd like we try to get together and play, and he can't play, and I can't play, and it's like, oh, I will play with you, E Spider Monkey, at some point. I promise. But it's actually kind of fun because they send in these little like voice clips. You know what I mean? Like, hey, what's up? Blah, blah, blah. And I had a couple. This one
Did you
guy.
get the weird ones? That was like, hey.
No.
Yeah, I got a couple of those.
But I had a guy that was like, he's like, hey, I got my Zune. I know that we're Zune sponsoring us, but it was right when it was released, and he had because if you have the video camera, you can take a picture, so that when you're listening to the message, you see the picture.
Oh shit.
He was like, hey, I got my Zune, and I was listening to it, and he was like, hey, I got my Zune. It's like him like with his Zune. It was dude, Xbox
That's
Live
cool, man.
kills. Love it.
That's
anyway,
cool. All right.
Don't quit your job if you don't need to. That's all I'm saying.
Next story, very quickly. The mother of all monitors, 2,796 people dug this story submitted by Saving Advice. I need to get one of these. I want you to look at this monitor and tell me what you think. Holy shit, look at that.
Fuck me in the pooper.
So,
is that Siemens?
Yeah, Siemens has put out a... it is. Siemens has a very large monitor that they've decided to put out.
I don't know how big that is. What is that? Is that like a 60? 70?
I mean, Siemens is putting out some huge shit
some
lately.
Big stuff.
But the diagram is like, that's a large cock.
And the guy's like, what's that?
It just happens to be shaped like a penis. He's pointing to it. Come on, you thought the same thing. Don't act like you didn't.
No, I didn't, but thank you for bringing that to my attention.
Well, he's
really, it's like, this is the part of the nuclear device we need to talk about, and there's like a nuclear silo there, and it's like, well, whatever.
So anyway, this is a huge monitor from Siemens, and I've never seen such a thing. All right.
Oh my God, that's a monitor! Jesus Christ, that's like 71 inches.
We can put large cocks on the screen. Come on.
Kevin is drunk. Kevin has
That's the first thing those dudes did.
Kevin, yes, right. That's what those dudes did. They unpacked it from Siemens. They put it up and they went, we can put a giant cock on that thing. Let's do that first and then take a picture for the website. That is not what they did, Kevin.
It could have been.
Oh, Kevin, that's not...
Just to think that they might have is funny, right? I'm not saying, come on. I'm not that twisted, but I think of funny things like that. Every once in a while, it's just like, that's funny shit, right? Just like...
Kevin, just...
No.
Just take a second. Back up from it.
It's funny a little bit.
It is great. No, it was great. It's awesome. I'm crying.
Because you gotta admit... I mean, that's what it appeared to be initially.
I don't know about that, but clearly... I think maybe video games, movies.
Well, come on. I agree with you.
It was really good. That was great.
I'm not saying I would do that. If
No,
I had
no,
the
no,
monitor, it would be my Wii
Yes.
up on there. it's going to be throw up if I do.
Dude, throw up on your couch for a change. That'd be fun.
Oh, I didn't mean it that way. Keep going. Next story.
Let's hope that you're. Well, anyway. Planes! 1,725 people dug the story submitted by some guy, a.k.a. Jazz Nimb. Very cool composite photo of planes taking off from a busy airport. This is very interesting. Kevin, bring it back. Let's take it back.
Sorry, sir.
Let's bring it back to pound. And I don't have that story up here. Oh, here it is. Planes. Planes.
So, time-lapse photo.
It was a time-lapse photo of a busy airport. Basically, they took a picture of every plane taking off, and then they laid it on top of each other. I don't think it was time-lapse. I think it was actually just like a locked-in thing that every time a plane came up, they were like, ka-chiki, 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 ka-chiki. It is mesmerizing. I mean, I can't believe that there are that many planes.
I hate planes.
What's wrong with planes? Nothing wrong with planes. You just came back from New York. How was that?
I was. I just wish I could be flying the plane, that's all.
Oh, because that would be better. Kevin's like, oh, well, I don't know what the fuck I'm doing, but at least I know I'm doing it.
We've talked about this before.
I know.
Flying is definitely the way to go.
Well, come on. I mean, you can't go, like, oh, okay. I come up here to do Diggnation. And to drive, it's like, what, 6 years?
It is
5 hours?
6 hours.
6 hours? By plane, it's 55 minutes.
I agree.
Yeah.
This is a cool photo, though. I've never seen anything like this.
I wonder what airport it is. Let's see.
Doesn't say. Seoul.
No, it's in the Seoul City Museum. Although there's a bunch of Korean Airs if you look. That's Korean Air, that's Korean Air, that's Korean Air, that's Korean Air, that's Korean Air. So I bet you it is Japan Airlines. Dude, that's the loudest vibrate in the history of vibrate, Joey. Love it, and Joey's like,
yes. So that's a cool shot, though. I've never seen anything like that.
I think it's cool, yeah, totally. Most of it. Look at this one.
It's really kind of cool to see. This is the fastest climbing one. What was that? Does it say? No.
You mean, does it say on there?
Have you ever been to the airport in, not in LA, not LAX, but what's the other one in LA?
John Wayne, the Long Beach one?
No, the other one in LA.
Burbank.
So in Burbank, because of all the households around there,
yeah,
they have to hit a certain altitude so fast.
Yeah.
And dude, I was in a Southwest plane, and I'm sitting there just like chilling. They're like, okay, we're gonna take off. They were just like, boom, like straight up in the air because they don't want to disrupt the surrounding community. I couldn't believe it. Like a 737 can get the freak up if it needs to. Like if it needs to climb, like normally you take off and you're just like, okay, there we go. We're like, this thing was just boom, straight up.
Dude, that's awesome.
It was insane. I had never.
It must have freaked the shit out of you.
It was a short runway, and we were like sitting there, and all of a sudden it was like he just jammed it. Like the pilot was just like, sometimes they're just like, fuck it, let's have some fun.
Dude, I know.
Because they do. Come on. If you're a pilot, you just every once in a while you're just gonna be like, all right,
good luck,
put down the ice cream cone, and I'm just gonna have fun.
All right. Yeah.
And he just jammed it. He was up in the air in no time. Anyway, I don't know where that's going, but anyway, that's what that guy's doing right there.
My dad traveled a lot. Mm-hmm. For work and stuff like that. He said that the only time he was actually nervous on a plane, he flew on the flight after the Concorde crashed.
Oh shit!
He flew on the Concorde, and he said that they were like something like he was like traveling, it was late, and he was like his flight was delayed or whatever, and he was like, "Can I get on the Concorde flight back? If I bring you this, can I get on the Concorde flight back?" And they were like, "No, blah, blah. He's like, "Yes, fine. We don't have people, whatever. We'll get on the Concorde flight back." He gets on the flight, and he's like, when it took off, he was concerned.
Why?
Because it had just crashed like 2 weeks before.
It had taken off so many times.
No. But then the best part was that the pilot came out and was like, well, thanks for flying, everybody, because the Concorde's all hoity-toity anyway. He was like, my dad was like, well, at least you guys know what happened. He was like, oh, we don't know what happened. And he was like, what? And they were like, yeah, we don't need to know what happened. As long as this plane is perfectly fine to fly, we're flying. He was like, we have no idea why that thing blew up.
Damn.
And my dad was like, now I'm uncomfortable.
It was just a piece of tire, right?
I don't know. We don't know.
Anyway, last story.
Good time-lapse thingy.
Do-it-yourself lucid dreaming mask. 973 people dug the story submitted by Tweedo. A few weeks ago, the idea hit me. Why bother detecting the sleep state at all? If I'm not dreaming, I'm not conscious enough to see the flashy lights. So,
what?
long as they're
wait,
dim enough.
Go back. I don't understand what happened.
All right, so this is called a do-it-yourself lucid dreaming mask.
Okay, right.
For people that don't know, lucid dreaming is the ability to control your own dreams.
Right.
And to be able to be in this state of consciousness while you're dreaming,
right.
so that you can go out and kind of like, I'm flying through, I'm having sex with Pamela Anderson, whatever. So I wouldn't want to.
No, I know. I was like, oh, interesting.
But so this is a mask that you can put on your face that when you close your eyes, it does these certain flashes that allow you, it flashes at a certain like kind of predefined interval that will allow you to enter this state of lucid dreaming.
Cool.
There are professional devices out there that you can buy, not professional, but devices that you can buy for a couple $1,000s that, you know, supposedly allow you to enter the state easier than trying to do it on your own.
Right.
So Make Magazine put a link to it and actually did a blog post about it. Here is a lucid dreaming mask.
That looks awesome.
It's basically a piece of rubber band with a chipboard attached to the person's
two LCDs
forehead.
poked in his eyeballs.
Right.
And a watch battery.
So the idea is that you would basically take this and strap it to your head. Oh. And in theory, once you enter the REM state, you would get the certain flashes that would allow you to enter the lucid dream.
Scroll up.
Okay.
I love the fact that it's called... Wait, scroll up.
Her scroll doesn't work so well.
It's a Mac. It's called face-mounted lucid dreaming mask.
Versus...
Dude, the fact that they call it face-mounted, come on.
Where else could it be mounted?
Right, that's the point. You don't need to say face-mounted mask. Thank you, Joey.
So for $30 and a pre-programmed chip, and they even have a buy it now via PayPal, you can create this thing that supposedly will do the same thing as a $200 professional lucid dream. Have you ever lucid dreamed?
Yes, but I always go in and out where you're like, oh my god, I'm dreaming, I should totally tag that chick. And then you're like, and somehow we're in a park, what the fuck am I doing? And then you're like, wait.
Really? Have you really been there?
Yes, no. I've definitely had that moment where I was like, I am in a dream, I need to do something cool, and then I get sidetracked. Oh, and then I'm back in the dream, back in the dream, back in the dream, and then no, it's even worse. I don't want to know.
Do you remember your dreams? Mm-hmm. What do you normally dream about?
Well, nothing. I mean, I don't have a normal thing. Sometimes it's, there's nothing. I've never dreamed the same dream multiple times.
You've never fallen down a flight of stairs, like an escalator?
That I have not done. Have you?
Oh, fuck yeah.
All the time?
People, yes. You fall and you wake up. You're like, oh, fuck.
You had those fall dreams?
Have you ever kicked where you're just like, oh, God.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
Have you ever done the thing where you wake up from a dream and you think it's still real? And you're like,
no.
Oh, dude, when I turned 16, day of my birthday, I dreamt that my parents bought me a Nissan 300ZX. Wait for it. This gets good. And it was parked outside of my house. And I remember waking up on my birthday, and I was like, fuck yes. And I got out of bed, and I went to the window, and there was no 300ZX. And I was sad. And then it hit me. Fucking dream. I mean, that's how childhoods break.
I'm trying to think of any crazy dreams that I've had. I really haven't.
Well, falling down an escalator is pretty crazy, especially if it happens over and over again.
That's just kind of like one of those, oh, fuck. And then you're fine. But I'm trying to think of anything crazy that I've dreamt.
I don't have really any I had a lot of weird ones where I'm like,
you know how people always said, like, when they were younger teenagers, they had, like, a lot of sexual dreams?
Yes.
I never had those.
You are missing out, my friend.
No, I'm not.
Yes, you are.
So you had wet dreams?
Well, not wet dreams, but I've had some pretty interesting dreams.
So you've never had a wet dream?
Where I woke up and I was like, oh, I can't my pants. It's like, oh, spooch came out of my penis. No, I never had that. But I had some dreams where I woke up and I was like, damn, I wish I was still sleeping.
Oh, dude, so am I.
Well, then what were you talking about? You never had sex dreams. What do you mean?
No, I mean, I've woken up where I've been like, oh, dude, I'm going to go back to sleep, and then it just never happens.
I have not woken up and been like, ooh, I had a good night.
I'm just saying, like, where you dream about a certain someone and then you go back to sleep and you're like dreaming about, like, rainforest.
Nell Carter.
And you're just like, how the hell did this happen?
Like, oh, well, yeah, I've had that where I was like, oh, wow. Whoever that person was, insert name here.
Yeah. Most of my dreams, I don't know what they're about. It's mostly work related, which is kind of weird.
Oh, that's fucked up. That means you're stressed.
It's not.
No, it means you're stressed.
No, but I enjoy it. You know
Mine are
what?
about
The
puppies.
best ideas I ever have is when I'm about to go to sleep.
I love, dude. That's my favorite part of the day.
I remember when I was first coming up with the idea for Dig, I was staying over at Sarah's house. And I fell asleep, and I woke up at like 1 a.m. and I was thinking about some shit, and Sarah was like, "What was she saying?" She's like, "What are you doing awake?" and something like that. I'm like,
"You're like, I'm thinking about social networking. Is that weird?"
I gotta write down some stuff. But it was really strange. But yeah, when you're just falling asleep, it's like the best time. You know what I'm talking about, Mar. You know what I'm talking about.
I do. Dude, that's my favorite time of the day. Is right when you're going to bed and you're like, I got nothing else to do all day. Just gonna chill.
Because it's like
sleep.
it just clears your. There's a state. Somebody sent me a Wikipedia article about that because I told somebody and they're like, oh, that's a common thing when you fall asleep. You think about you clear your mind and stuff. I don't know. Anyway, good stuff.
Well, good times. That was a walk down Kevin and Alex land most people didn't want to take.
Right. Sorry about that. Emails.
Sponsors. Then emails.
Okay, go ahead.
Cashfly. Thanks to Cashfly for hosting Dignation's bandwidth. If you got good content, check out cashfly.com. And also see what they can do for you when you get there to the masses at cashfly.com.
You didn't read that.
That was horrible.
And go check out Cashfly.
No, you're the next one.
Oh, no, but I was going to correct your copy there. Anyway, Cashfly's got...
Cashfly, awesome. Cashfly.com.
There you go. Microsoft's new Zune media player. It plays music, videos, pictures, radio, AAC, WMA, MP3, WMV, H.264, MPEG-4, Wi-Fi, 802.11b, 802.11g.
Jesus Christ. And it's called Zune.
All right, 10 minutes left.
All right. WebEx. Thanks to WebEx, web collaboration. Don't just save your time and money. It helps accelerate the way people do business. All one word for some reason. Thank you, Breger. WebEx.
Oh, he's pissed.
He's mad now. WebEx has a collaborative suite that allows you to share documents, calendars, database, and hold meetings. We all know what it's like doling out free tech support to our parents and friends who just don't get it. Believe me, I've been there so many times.
So I got a chance to play with WebEx since we last talked about it.
Yeah.
And it is cool in that, well, like they said about the tech support, my dad, so I don't have, the only time I have a Windows machine is at the office. Mm-hmm. And my dad is not, he needs help with the computer from time to time.
We'll call that not tech savvy.
Yes. So I use WebEx and I can connect to his computer and help him out and show him and walk him through things, which I wouldn't normally be able to do without it. So it's a cool product.
Yeah,
I've actually never had a chance to play with it. I've heard about it. I've seen all their ads everywhere with the blue and yellow or whatever it is.
The first time I saw them was on United, flying over here actually. And I was like, WebEx. I was like, that's WebEx.
That's cool shit.
Yeah. So it's got remote desktop, so you can do just anything there rather than walking them through it, or do both at the same time. That's webex.com.
Thank you, WebEx.
Yes. Emails.
Emails. This one is a very negative email, and I gotta read it just because we just.
Should we do the shirt email first then?
No, let me do mine first.
Go.
This is from Becca. She says,
Becca.
Hi, Becca. Nice to meet you. She says, hey guys, Kevin Rose, you are such, and this is by new paragraphs each time, a ridiculous male.
Nice.
And she says, she's talking about I should say the subject line is male contraceptive pill, contraception pill.
Back when we were at GoDaddy,
right? She says, take the pill for example. If a girl misses one pill, the chances of pregnancy having already increased dramatically. She goes, orally, intravenously, and patch forms of female contraceptive have a fair percentage of patients who have the side effect of weight gain, in all caps.
Oh,
she goes, you wouldn't ever consider it, question mark. If you even do settle down in a relationship serious enough to know whether or not you're going to catch the herp, who seriously wants to wear a condom. I mean, really. I agree. You guys should smooth talk the ladies out of it anyway. You could add it to bolster your defense. She goes, so basically, if you got a girlfriend and you want to have a baby,
you don't want to have a baby.
Right, you don't want to have a baby or a fatty. What does that mean?
That means the girl will get fat because she's on a pill. Keep going.
But do you want to have hot bareback sex?
Bareback sex.
Be a man. Condom. Shoot yourself up in the stomach.
Shoot yourself in the stomach.
Don't tell me you don't do needles.
We all know you do heroin.
You have tattoos, for Christ's sake.
That means it hurts.
It lasts 20 weeks.
20
That's
weeks. You only
twice
have to do it
a
once
year.
20 weeks.
Come on, Kevin. Becca.
Is she asking you to bang her? No, I'm sorry, Becca. I agree. Becca, I am on the same page as you.
The rats' penises are still bigger.
I told you I would totally do that.
You don't know.
What? I don't know what. The FDA is not going to put it out if my penis is going to fall
This
off.
is what Becca's saying. Becca is saying, basically, that men should take a freaking syringe.
Yeah, because she's saying...
Stick it in your stomach.
Yes.
And inject shit into your stomach.
Every 20 weeks.
Are you going to do that?
Maybe.
Come on.
You know why? Because I love the ladies.
Oh, you're kissing up to 4 women out there.
Dude, but those 4 women know I love the ladies.
Don't even try it. Seriously, if your girlfriend was like, seriously, I want you to shoot up in your stomach and...
Yeah, do it every 20 weeks. Fuck yeah.
But what if remember it said...
If the choice was wear a condom or shoot yourself in the stomach every 20 weeks, it's shoot yourself in the stomach every 20 weeks.
But you can always just, like, at the last second,
just what?
Pull.
Oh, yeah, because that's fun. Because I want a little Alex running around.
No, there's not danger there.
Oh, right. And this is why you're just now spiked the raisin population. All the people that watch our show, the young kids will be like, really? That's awesome. I can just do that and then pull out and then it's cool? That's awesome.
If you have enough control, you can do that.
No, you can't. This is why people get pregnant and dumb.
If you know.
No. Stop.
All right,
T-shirt picture from Argentina. Hi, guys. First of all, your show rocks.
Thank
you,
for
Becca.
the email,
We
Becca.
love you. I agree. He's a moron.
We appreciate it.
First of all, and a moron, but in a nice way.
I'm not shooting myself up, Becca.
Hi, guys. First of all, your show rocks. Thank you very much, Jose. I am a big fan. Was also a big Screensavers fan back in the good old days. Have us a good time. Screensavers, bitch. Here's a picture of me with a Diggnation T-shirt at. This is at the Boca Junior Soccer Field, also known as the Bama Romea or Chocolate Box.
Why is he at the chocolate box?
I don't know. He's in somebody's chocolate box in Buenos Aires, Argentina, or Argentina, as it were. I recently took a trip to Chile and Argentina. Couldn't forget my Diggnation T-shirt. Take care and keep up the good work, JM. P.S. Don't forget to enjoy some good Guinness beer during some of the shows. Haven't seen that one lately. We should do some Guinness.
Oh, speaking of which, keep going.
No, speaking of which, don't stop. Keep going. It's cool.
Once you finish, I'm going to say something.
So thank you. I believe it's Jose, right? That's Jose.
Yeah.
So thanks, Jose. I hope you had a good time in Chile and Argentina. I have yet to go to. I think we should go to South America. I've never been.
Speaking of which, I want to make one quick little mini announcement.
Oh, Jesus, what are you doing?
I'm going to the Future of Web Apps conference in London. I have to fly out there real quick. I'm going to be shooting. I'm gonna actually.
That was exactly what you didn't want to say.
All right. We're not going to be shooting a Diggnation. We're not sure. We're not sure at this point. The only reason I say that is because I'm only out there for a couple days. We have 3 minutes. I'm only out there for a couple days, but go to futureofwebapps.com. I will be in London in February. Myself and a couple other Dig employees. Daniel Burka does the graphic design. He's going to be out there as well for the conference, and I believe Dan Heward as well. So we're going to be out there. We're going to hop over to Amsterdam real quick because Amsterdam's a fun place that we've heard about, and it's a great place to hang out in cafes and whatnot. So that will be a good time. So futurewebapps.com and check out the times and dates when we're going to be out there. And we will do a little get-together. I want to get Alex out. You know what? Even if we don't do a live show, you should come out for a day or two to hang out and do a...
Maybe.
We'll figure it out. We'll figure it out.
Be fun.
We'll get back to you. Anyway, the dates are up there on futureofwebapps.com. So that's it.
That's it for this week's edition of That's Wick for this week's edition of Diggnation. If you want to check out any of the stories we've covered in this episode or all the episodes we've done, whatever, check out dig.com/users/Diggnation. The trains are coming off the wheel, Kevin. That's what happens when we're drunk.
Oh, dude, you should say about a half hour ago.
Dude, your turn.
So that's it. I'm dig.com/users like Kevin Rose.
And I'm dig.com/users/Alex Albrecht. If you want to send us an email, please do at dignationfans@gmail.com, and do send us the audio messages, which was fun. Thank you, Kevin.
Cool,
that was
right?
nice. It was fancy.
So until next time, Don't get your girlfriend pregnant.
No, please. Jesus.
Pull out.
Oh, God.
What? That's sound advice.